He's the former UFC light heavyweight champion. He's Glover Teixeira. He's kind enough to join us right now. Glover, my friend, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. By the way, I love that sweatshirt. Is that a Roots of Fight? That's a fantastic one.
Yeah. Bruce Lee,
The best.
Roots of Fighting. Yeah.
That's, it's nice to see you smile here. I had your friend Paul Hatan. He was staring me down for 45 minutes right here in studio. He's a scary guy. You ever get him to laugh, to ease up? He's always very serious.
Yes, he is, man. He's no, he left. You know, he's cool. He's cool with people that
That he likes?
he's cool with people that he likes. Exactly. He's little weird, man. I don't know. I'm scared of that guy. I'm like, I walk around with him. I'm like, I hope nobody, say some shit or mess with him because he's little. I don't know his reaction. You know, he's like, I mean, grow up and the way he grow up, the
Yes.
things he done. I'm afraid he's gonna do some. I keep telling him, calm down, man. Don't. Those guys are promoting fight, man. They promoting the fight. Yeah, don't try to promote the fight with me. Just shit doesn't work. I was
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
gosh.
but you can't ruin your career. Don't be going to jail, please.
But I do think he likes me, just for the record. He's just a very, maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
he's just a very intense dude. Anyway, we will talk
No,
about.
he likes you. Otherwise, he wouldn't go in your
He wouldn't
show.
have come. That's right. Brendan Schaub, maybe not so much, but me, I think we're good.
Yes.
We're good. We're good. So it was a week ago that we got this crazy news. Can I ask, how did you find out, Glover, about Jiri getting injured and then all the subsequent, angles that were to come? Like, where were you and how did you find out?
I was home. I managed call and see what's going on, and we talk about it. I already explained everything. It's like they say who you want to fight in December. I mean, they say you want to fight December 10. Is still I say yeah, fight Jan December 10. And I say what about Uncle Alv? I say I fight him in Brazil because the style and that was it. By conversation. And I don't know, 30 minutes later, not even there, I just saw the news on Instagram that Jan and Ankalaev is gonna fight.
So did it ever go back and forth? In other words, like you said, all right, I'll fight Jan on December 10th, or I'll fight Ankalaev in Rio. And did you ever hear anything back afterwards? Or
No, not really. I mean, my managers talk with them. That's
yeah,
sort of the conversation me and my manager thought about. I say, hey, listen, let's. What do you think of this? We talk about it, and of course, my manager wants the best for me, and they say, okay, well, let's do with this. And I don't know if they call him back and say forget about it. I just know the news was there. It was
yeah.
just like upsetting because I'm training. I was training for like I was already 4 or 5 weeks into camp already. I could. If I knew I could celebrate Alex victory a little more, you know what I
Yes,
mean? But I
yes.
was like getting close to my fight. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. If you can't do nothing about it, you just gotta rise above it. Keep training, keep focused on the goal, and stay positive. That's my mentality.
And so to be clear, because I've seen different people almost like twist the words, you were okay with fighting on December 10th. You just wanted to fight
Yeah.
Jan Blachowicz. If it was going to be Magomed Ankalaev, you asked if you can have a few more weeks, the Rio card, to prepare for him. Can you explain why? Why were you okay with fighting Jan on December 10th, but not Ankalaev?
Oh, Jan is an orthodox style. It's a style that is easier to. I'm not saying the fight is not
Yeah.
easy. Alex is orthodox style. It's not easy to fight Alex. You know what I mean? I'm saying that it's easier to fight the style. It's easier the. I train with the guys like the all the time. Those I have Alex. I was getting Alex, Turmo, all those guys. So you ask any fighter, they will go for orthodox style because it's different. The shot are different, especially for me in the takedowns. I was preparing for a different fighter that I watched that tape over and over and over again about Jiri. Like we have a different shots and position and shots that I'm saying a wrestling shot, takedowns and stuff. So to get a southpaw is definitely need more time to adjust there. It's a high level thing, it's a championship level, and I just say, hey, I mean, I fight. The thing is this: I say I fight Jan because Jan is the second, number two, contender. I was number one, Jan, and then Ankalaev say, oh, okay, you want me to fight him, and then I fight him in Brazil. Let's fight in Brazil. Give me more time to, at least get the preparation right. You know what I mean?
Are you surprised
So,
that they said no to you versus Jan?
yes, yes, I was. I was surprised because I thought it would be a great opportunity for that rematch, and I guess I don't know, they just want Ankalaev to fight and on December 10th. So there's nothing else to say about it. They want him to fight.
How close were you to saying yes to Ankalaev on December 10th?
I didn't, I didn't have much of a conversation. Me and my manager would talk about it. Maybe was a possibility, but as of right now. If you think about it, it's just like we probably would say no anyway because we want to do it the best for us, for me. We want to do it the best for me. Like I say, I every time I walk in the octagon, I leave everything in there. I wanted to win and I wanted to do the best. I'm always go after knockout submission. I get a bunch of bonus for that. I get a bunch of bonus for fight of the night and. I'm always put the work and don't matter win or losing. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm a fighter. But, at this point of my career, it's like, okay, let's train right for this guy because I want to go in there 100% prepare, get the belt back for me, for my country, for Brazil, for us here in Denver, and make a history. That's what I want. And I wanted to do that. I'm 43 years old. This is, probably one of my last chances to fight for the belt, and I'm right there. I earned that position, and I wanted to do right, man. I don't want to just jump into something like, oh, this guy's is a completely different guy that I was training for, and go in. This is the way I want. I make the decision, and I'm happy with that decision.
Do you,
Not
do you,
happy the way the days went, because like I say, it's been two weeks before the fight. I was already, like almost done with the camp. You lose money, you lose timing, you lose everything. But the situation was what it was.
considering all the things that you just said and how you've been a consummate professional and always, class act, do you feel disrespected by the way in which this has gone down?
To respect it, man. It is what it is. It's like for me, it's like this. They offer me the fight, and it's one of those things. Oh, you don't want a title fight, and we're gonna put the Jan and Clive because they're already training for each other. Of course, they like Jan say. I think Jan say in your show, right? Because we watching Alex and we watch Jan with the interview. He didn't even know by the time he get because they are of course it's just like the changing was just like I would say the same thing. I would not even. My manager would probably even have to call me to say that situation. You're just gonna fight instead of 3 rounds. You're gonna fight 5 rounds. But both of the guys was training for 3 rounds. Both of the guys was training for each other. So they just put them over there. For me, it was a different story because I was training and completely different guys, completely different than Ankalaev. And I say I agree to fight Jan. That is different than Jiri too. But Jan, I fought him before. And like I say, easier guy to fight because of the style.
So I know that you've kind of voiced your, I guess, displeasure in the nicest way possible, by the way, over the last few days. Has anyone from the UFC reached out to you to clear the air, to let you know, okay, this is what we were thinking? Anything like that?
No, not really, man. I have the ticket to go. I'm going with Alex for Vegas next week. Hang out over there with him. Maybe I go in a fight. Because I have a lot of people that come from Hawaii, Brazil, and to cancel the tickets and everything. This is a lot of people cancel the ticket. A lot of people cancel the flight, but a few people still going. So I'm gonna go over there meet a lot of my good friends.
So you're going to attend the fight, 282. That's your plan?
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah.
Is that going to be weird for you?
Not weird, man. I live the moment, man. It's like I don't let those things bother me. I was upset. Of course, I was upset for the moment there. Yes, I feel disrespected, but it's a situation that happened. But like I say, is what I'm gonna do. Sit home and cry about it and be depressed in my room and I do. So I'm gonna go over there, attend the fight, watch the fight. Hopefully, I fight the winner of those two guys, so I'll be able to sit there and watch both of the guys going at it, and hopefully I fight the winner. That's the way I think it's going to happen, and I hope that happens, man.
Have you been told that, or your management? Did they say, okay, no, not even that?
No. I haven't told anything yet. I don't think we're in a conversation yet. No, not really.
Glover, don't you think you're owed a phone call? I mean, just a phone. You've done so much. I mean, sorry it didn't work out, but don't worry, you're fighting the winner. Like something like that. I mean, I feel like that's the least that could happen here. No?
Yeah, well, it's like everybody run the company different, the way they do it. This is the way it's like what I think and what they think is a completely different thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Have you talked to Jiri? Has he reached out to you? Have you?
Yes. He's apologized. He's an incredible guy, man. He's an incredible guy, incredible fighter. He talk about apologizing about the fight and it happens. And I just told him, hopefully good recovery. He's a great champion. He's a great person, and I hope all the best for him. And soon he'll be back.
So he reached out to you privately, not just on.
Yes.
Oh wow! Did that surprise you?
Yes. Little bit, but I've been a lot of fighters that I fight. A ton of respect that we have for each other. It's been a couple guys that we talk, like me and Jan. We talk after the fight a couple times. It's like a lot of fighters, like I talk about Anthony Johnson, Anthony Johnson. Every time, I even say that every time anniversary of our fight, I stand in a clip and say, "Hey, here, Anthony, what you did to me, man? Just messing with him. I say, I gotta get you back," something like that. Just mess around. He just laugh, and I have a good relationship with a lot of the guys.
I was going to ask you about Anthony. Obviously, you have a history with him. Can I ask, how you felt and how you're feeling when you heard the news?
Oh, man, that was last Sunday after we were barbecue in a friend's house with Alex. After the victory, and I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, you talk about Anthony Johnson, the guy I fought.
Yeah.
And then I start looking on the internet, and then I see all this news, and I couldn't believe it because I talk with Anthony. I was talking with Anthony. I have his WhatsApp number, and I text him here and there. We share some pictures, like some funny stuff. We talk. But I didn't even know he was sick or
wow.
And I haven't talked with him in like I don't know, maybe 6 months, and I didn't know anything about it, man. It was just very sad, very upset, very like devastating,
horrible.
Ruined my day,
Yeah, for sure. No, it still doesn't even feel real. Going back to the title, are you surprised they're doing a vacant title fight like that? They, took the belt away, or that he gave up the belt, and not an interim title fight?
Well, he gave up the belt, right? So it'd be weird to be interim.
Yeah, I know. But they could just say you could keep it, no?
Yeah, right. I like you, Harry. It was
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I wouldn't want it though.
All right.
I wouldn't want it. Yeah, it would be it'd be weird, Like I wanted to fight for the belt, and I still want to. I want whoever winning, I'll be ready. I'll be prepared. And like I say, I'm gonna do the best that I can to get the belt back, man. I feel confident. I feel very strong. I feel that I figured out the training for myself. I've been doing that for quite a while. It's been amazing, But like, oh, hold on a second.
No problem.
Yeah, sorry about that. You okay there?
Yeah, yeah.
You good?
We got you.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yes. Anyway, somebody called. I put in plane mode over here, but
Okay.
still they call. Anyway, yeah. So be ready for the fight, man. Be ready for the fight, and I'm gonna get the belt back.
Does this change your plans? Like, did you have a certain plan? Oh, I'm going to win December 10th. I'm going to do this, that, and now the plans have been.
Oh yeah, changed my Christmas a little bit, right?
Right.
I was like, I have a couple bottle of whiskey over here to drink up. Now I have to hold on and see what's going on. When we're gonna go next?
Yeah. It's a very unfortunate situation. And what if they come to you and say, oh, okay, now this fight happened, and there's now this contender that we want you to fight? Like, what if they try to get you to fight a non-title fight next?
Non-title fight, man. Yeah, I say Jerry Maguire, right? Show me the money.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?
Let's
It's
go,
like,
man.
hey, let's go. But like, really, I don't know. Harry, like it's a conversation that we talk about. Is a big fight. We go because there's a fight that makes sense. We're gonna go. Is a money makes sense. We're gonna go, of course, because that's a job. At the end of the day, I really like to fight for the belt. I really think is a great opportunity for me here to make history. To make it's incredible, man.
Yeah.
Get that belt again is something that I really want. It's something that I work hard for. I know it's not an easy task, and it's not an easy task. We know, everybody knows that.
Who do you think wins?
It's not.
Magomed
Who I think wins?
or Jan?
Yeah, I think I say this before. I think Ankalaev is gonna win, but it's a situation that Jan, Jan is very tricky fighter. I thought that Adesanya was gonna beat Jan too, but Jan fight good with the counter punches like that. Jan fight very good with the counter puncher. Ankalaev is more like a counter puncher. I think Ankalaev have a better wrestler, and he may take him down, but. I don't know, man. He's very powerful. It could go either way, but if I have to say, yes, Ankalaev.
And I wanted to ask you, obviously we saw that great clip of you celebrating. You jumped over the cage and the team was jumping after Alex beat Izzy. Can you compare the emotions that you felt in that moment to when you won the title, to see your friend do it as opposed to when you did it? What's the difference? What's it like?
Yeah, it's different, when you're fighting, you get all the emotion over there, you're in control of the fight, especially my fight wasn't fight like I think Alex have won the way I won the belt, like go in there, beat him in the first round, go in second round, knock him out. I wouldn't be so crazy about it, But the way the fight was going, man, I was like, keep telling him, like, come on, Alex, you gotta pull the trigger, man. You gotta put, because I know his potential, I know his power. And for somehow he was like, and I know he's tired too. We know what he's doing. A lot of the time we over there, like, of course, not the end of the first round was very scary, but other than that, we see him, he keep patient, he keep like focused, he make the guys missing punches, and they keep that pressure. You watch him, he keep that pressure the whole time. Right away in the second round, like people think like he was hurt, he's right in Adesanya's face, right there in the punching range. Alex always stay on the range of attack, so you got to attack him or he's going to come with those bombs. So, and, but I was like, man, you got to put it together, put those punches, man. You got to, get closer. And eventually in the fifth round, he did it the way he did it, and it was like, was very emotional. It was very, I was very happy, man. Very happy for. Yeah, it's like I'm just as happy as somebody accomplished a goal just as much as myself, man. Really is. Like for me, Alex have that belt, or anybody, my friend that I'm close to, that I help, especially if I can help somebody to reach the goal. It's incredible feeling, man. It's incredible feeling. People already know that, You do something to somebody, it's better than almost than you do for yourself, you know.
I remember last year you were on the show and you predicted that in a year he'd be fighting for the belt, and so your prophecy came true. I'm wondering if if it was up to you, do you want to see him fight Izzy again next, or do you want to see him fight someone else?
I like to see that fight again. I
Yeah.
like to see that fight again because just to some adjustment they make, and Alex, he's crazy, man. He watch that fight every time he comes to my house. We hang out all the time. We don't do too much stuff, but we hang out. I call him. Oh, hey Alex, what are you doing, man? We bring your kids. Bring the kids. I make some hamburgers over here. We hang out. I like to hang out, talk shit, But then he sit down in front of you. Hey, can you put my fight on? I was like, bro, we already watched that fight like 500 times, and he keep watching. Say, oh, right there, you see right there, Glover. That's the position. That's when he was, and I think that fight happens again right away right now. I think Alex, we beat him even. We beat him all the rounds, because
Wow.
that last fight, of course. Yeah, I think so. I really think so. That's why I wanted to see it again.
Okay.
If you ask me, like, if UFC asked me, you decided, Logan.
Yeah.
I say, okay, let's do it. Let's do it the same again because I want to see Alex beating this guy. Nothing against the same. I love the guy. The guy is an incredible job. Nothing against it.
Yeah.
Just as a fighter, as a coach, as a friend, I just know he can beat him. He can beat him and without probably not lose a round,
What about this Khamzat Chimaev talk? Do you want to see this fight?
Yeah, this fight is all talk. I usually I don't get too involved in this talk that doesn't make any sense, but it's like they're going on to a light heavyweight. This guy say he accepted. I remember Alex calling George and say, hey, George, let's fight in Brazil. I fight. And I even told him, I said, what are you doing, bro? What are you fighting in Brazil for? You legs are hurt. You kick so much and your shin is hurt. Like you're not a recover 100%. You have a brutal 5 rounds. Just chill for a while. And he's like, yeah, but this guy's strong. I'll fight him at 205. I don't want to cut the weight because I said, yeah, you can't cut the weight because it's 2-weight cut like that. Because he doesn't say, Alex is very strong mind. He goes in, we tell him what you do. Okay, Alex, you're going to stay 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes in the sauna. I cut weight with thousands of people. To have a guy like Alex is a different, he goes, man. He just goes. All right, 10 minutes, let's go. He got up and go. Whatever you tell him the mission, he'll do it with no complaint. But you have a brutal work. He have a brutal weight cut. He doesn't complain. He say, "Oh no, it was good. It was good. It was not too bad." But I know. It's a lot of weight. Too.
Yeah.
You go on with the 200. It's 20. He cut to 25 pounds. Man. 25 pounds. He recover.
Do you think eventually he's going to have to fight at 205?
Eventually, I think he will. Eventually, yes. He's much too big, and eventually that weight cut is gonna stress him out, and he's gonna probably talk about 205. Yeah. Wow. He haven't not say anything. Of course, you say about off camp stuff like Chimaev stuff. He do 205, but they haven't talked about it. But I know as experience of a fighter, I can see because Alex when he come here to train 2 years ago, two plus years ago, to help me out for Thiago, he was not that big, man. Soon as he stopped putting the wrestling workout on him, he started getting muscle, massive. he changed. Like he got at least 10 to 15 pounds of muscles
Wow.
after he started doing the wrestling. Because before he used to do just kickboxing, running, kickboxing. And so it's more like cardio. Now he got to do all this weight, sprawl back, all these crazy things, and he's getting bigger and bigger.
Well, you were right. You called it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's next for him. I'm sorry what happened to you, Glover. I feel legitimately bad for you, and I think I know you can't necessarily say it. You deserved much better, my friend. And you're being a class act. You're taking the high road, but let's be honest. You deserve, at the very least, a phone call, Glover. But honestly, they should have done you versus Jan. And this is not me disrespecting Magomed. It's the bigger fight. There's a story. Come on. Why? How many times has it happened in UFC history where the champion falls off and they try to salvage the fight and then they get rid of the whole fight? No, they keep the other guy there and they bring in a guy. They make the fight make sense for everyone. And here, I feel like you got the short end of the stick. It's not right. We're trying.
Yeah, maybe that's why, like, situation. I'm dealing with the situation. This is how my life been like that, man. I trying to rise above. I trying to not stress too much, and maybe that's why they. Sometimes I actually feel like, man, I should, stand up for my rights a little more, and get angry. But I really don't get angry, man, because things happen for a reason, I don't get angry. Of course, at that moment, yes, people, you were one of the first guys I respond, but my phone stopped blowing up. But you were one of the first guys you start talk. I respond by text. Remember that?
Thank you.
I was that day, and I respond a couple other guys after, but I didn't do any interview for a couple of days, for a day or two. And the next day, I was like, you know what? Let's go on an ice bet. Let's do this thing. Let's live life, because if I let those things bother me and take my peace, that's on me. So I kind of forget about it. Hey, fight is canceled. Let's move on. I still training. I still focus. Whatever comes next. Hey, if they offer me a fight, title fight, non-title fight, like I say, if they pays right, I fight in Brazil. I fight anywhere. Fight anytime, man. My really wanna is to fight for the belt. I deserve it. We have one of the best fight of the year. I was beating the guy. I was beating the champion. I lost, I got caught over there with a stupid mistake that I did. And I think I'm right here back to prove it that I am the best in the world, and I want to prove that. I want to show that. People keep counting me out because of my age, but they don't know what I'm going through. They don't see my training is secret. We don't let anybody feel my training. And but is a war. It's a war every time, and this is a war to train, to focus, to do the ice, to do everything I do to recover is focus, 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 and people trying to count that out. And I keep going over there and surprising everybody. They start with like a while back with Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith's gonna kill his guys, and boom, 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 boom. Keep it going, man.
All right.
If Ankalaev is next, I'm gonna show the world the difference. If he is young, let's do it again. Let's do it again. We're gonna get that belt back.
Much respect, Glover. Thank you very much for the time. Good luck to you. I hope it all works out.
Thank you, my friend. You too. Right. Hey, you got pink too, man.
I like it. I like it. That one's nicer than mine, but I like it, my friend. Thank you. Safe travels. See you in Las Vegas. Right, there he is. Glover Teixeira, the #1 contender in the light heavyweight division, regardless of what anyone may say. All right.